Alright, let's go. We're playing the Trompowsky attack as per usual. Okay. And so he plays that because he hopes to trap my bishop like this. This is why I already know. It's one of those things because I played this opening so many times. I know after they play this move, I play back. And if they then first play that move, they're trying to get me to think, oh, that doesn't attack my bishop, right? So I can just play something here or develop a knight or whatever. But no, I have to play this pawn. Because after that, if I did not play this, I would have been trapped. So that's why I need to go there. So now they might want to play this, which is a very low elo move, I would say. I'll play this, threaten here. Okay, so he brings in the defense. Excuse me. Playing knight here with the... okay. Now this hangs. See, because the connection is broken, so that was a pawn. Okay. I don't have to take. So now if I take, he can just take with a knight and then he can still castle somewhere. So I don't need to take this. Nothing wrong with just... oh no, I cannot play that because that will disconnect here. So I'll take, because then I can develop the pony. I'll develop the pony there. If this is a bit awkward. It looks like he's gonna castle long. Because otherwise... chop E, flash please. Gonna play here, attacking this and this at the same time. Because his plan was probably to castle. Oh, he could still castle actually. I cannot show you that just yet. We are up one pawn. He decides to take. I could take there and that threatens the rook immediately, but then rook over. Let's make it chaotic, why not? I like that. He's probably gonna go rook over, I take this. He's probably gonna take that, I will take that. Do I want to take that? Why not? Hit the rook. I got a check here. Now I'm threatening this, I can also check here. Could have even first checked there, because if the king... oh. What the helly? Okay, we got a sacrifice. So I think I'm gonna ruin his castling rights first. Or is that just a free knight? Am I missing something here? He's thinking if I take his rook, then he can fork. Well, let's give this check anyway. Because after this I'm gonna be a heady material. Either I'll be a knight ahead. Oh, he throws the pony in front, okay. Don't see anything wrong with just taking this. Now I can take this actually. It's just a rook. Yeah, it's definitely game over now. +9. He's got nothing. I can even sack the queen if I want to. But I don't have to. He cannot take because he will lose the queen. He cannot really trade queens because he will only have these 3 pieces versus all my pieces. So we could say this game is pretty much over. Okay, went for that. This is hanging. It's just a rook. What the hell? He's gonna resign now, surely. Yeah, in the end it didn't really make much sense anymore. Okay, let's play another game. Here I always play this. Wait, I'm reconnecting. Should be back. But what's going on? My internet's not working. Did the internet just disconnect? That normally doesn't happen with my cable. Okay, I'm on my 4G. I don't know what's wrong with the internet in my house. Play this. And here I always take. Queen's gonna come out. I will attack this pawn because this one's already defended twice anyway. Close the pawns. Pretty normal business. If takes, takes, we're all good. If takes, takes. He could damage my pawn structure there. Oh, what the hell? We'll ask where this bishop is going. Now this is under attack once. Add another defender. He's just gonna add the rook, so maybe I just castle. Now he cannot add a rook, but he can add a knight. Not hard to find, but now I take control of the file. He pretty much has to take now, which he does. He cannot bring in the rook. You might want to play this to then bring. Oh, okay. That's tempo on my. I don't want to do this because it's just gonna. It's just gonna connect that pawn again with this one, and that's a weak pawn now. So I want to play this to attack that, but that would be a fork here. So I need to stay with that square. So I'm gonna have to play here. Could have played there as well, actually. But yeah, I was afraid for that, so now I can play this. Yeah. All good. What the hell? He just hung his queen. Okay. The whole game just came down to this. That was easy. Play Caro-Kann anyway. Now he might play this. Natural move. Okay, he doesn't, so I just take, attack the pony. He might attack my pony in return. It's not a bad square for the pony, but I'm just gonna get kicked out. It's funny. I'm talking to my audience of 3 viewers, okay? Okay, what if I take, he takes, and then I take again, and then he takes again. Oh, and then I take check, and then I save mine. Let's go. We'll do that. Okay, we'll take again. Really? He's gonna take it? Oh, okay, he knew he had to freaking take that. Okay. So I got a check here. Don't know if that does anything. How is he gonna block? He can't just throw the bishop in front because the queen's supporting the bishop. And then I will have to move back, and then he has tempo to take here, so that's a terrible move. I can just open this, and I think I may in fact play that. Yeah, I don't really see any other move that makes sense. This may have actually worked against me. Probably not. Let's first ask where this bishop wants to go. Okay, now I'm gonna go there and there. I still have this check available as well, which is still defended by this. Okay. Now he needs to move the queen. So now I have this check. I could take this, but he's gonna take. And this is also on the way. What if I... Oh, damn. This is actually... Charge my phone. It's pretty tricky. It's pretty tricky because... I obviously want a castle and I want this pawn too. That was a good move from him here, attacking this straight away. Taking this just at... excuse me. Could I actually take this? If takes, I take. Think I can just take, okay. And I think after that, because that bishop is strong, and if I castle now, I'm just chilling, right? Not too bad, a pawn ahead, and this pawn is, I could say it's a bit annoying, but it's not super strong either. Yeah, if he can get in there, then it's definitely over. I need to defend these squares with my life, otherwise it's GG. That's not a problem. If he takes, I'll take with my queen. Let me contest this diagonal, this file. He immediately took. Interesting. Surely just rook there, right? Rooks on the 7th are in heaven. Okay, that's mate. That's not mate, but it's not pretty either. Well, now the checking games are beginning, right? If he steps on the back rank, I will take with check, take check again. And I'm just gonna convert this one pawn into a win. It's tricky now. I think I can take. No, I cannot. I cannot take at all, because then the queen goes there and that's mate. Oh, it's still a bit tricky though. I could check. I can check and take this pawn, but then after takes. Oh no, then he cannot take because he will lose the queen. And if he steps, I'm chilling as well. I might just go for that actually. No, he cannot take. Oh, he could take, but he's gonna lose the queen. Ah, he's gonna try to disinvade. Okay, oh, that's not a bad move. Ah, but that's no problem. I don't think that's a problem, because I can just pull the queen back, and when he steps in, I come in too. And we're just gonna hug it out, and I got two passers here that are way too strong. No, that's a good move, because I'm pinned. Okay, that was a strong move. So he's gonna... Well, I'm still a pawn up. I think king here. Because if then takes, and I'm chilling, right? This pawn is scarily close to passing though. A pawn is a pawn though. If I can get these guys running. If I can trade queens, it's definitely over. You can check. My only move is here. I don't really like these type of end games, very boring, but I have to be good in them as well, of course. Doesn't really do anything, does it? I'm just threatening to take this now. Okay, that's annoying. I'm still pinned. Oh, I should break this pin, right? Then he has this check. And then I can just move over again. Should be fine. I want to play a bit fast as well. But I don't want him to step and not being able to take. That's annoying. Have to play very precise with the king now. Okay, that's a good find. Because he wants to be able to play check. And take that pawn, but then I will take that pawn, but then he will take that pawn. Okay, we're gonna have to see where we end up then after all these checks. There's no point really here, because after there he will check. Oh, that will actually be mate. I cannot walk there. I need to go there. Yeah, I need to go there and then check and then there and then take. And then he will take that. That's okay, he won his pawn back. It's not too bad. And he's covering the pawn around his the squares around his king. I think you want to play. I'm tempted to play here actually. Yeah. Doesn't really have any checks on me. That'll be his last check. Oh no, I can check here. I can just walk back, I suppose. Might have to draw. I can just push here, right? That's mate. Yeah, I need to defend that square. I cannot allow him that check. Because I cannot move out of the way, that would be checkmate. I've only got 2 minutes though, I need to play a bit faster. Turn into a very boring game. I can throw some checks in there, I suppose. Just go back as well. A queen each and 2 pawns, eh? I'm sure I blundered this at some stage when I gave him those pawns in the corner there. I had 2 passers. Can play this, don't know if it does anything. It's probably gonna go there trying to stay with the pawn. I could offer him a draw, but because he has so much more time on the clock, he's not gonna want that. So he's got that same threat on mate there. So I need to defend that square. Like that this time. That's a strong move. Because I cannot stay with this square and with this pawn at the same time, can I? Oh yeah, I can. Like that. Just hoping I'm gonna give up some of the pawns, but it's obviously not gonna happen. I'm in a lack of time, so it's easier to blunder though. It really is a draw, and I would accept a draw, but because now we're just gonna be based on who makes the blunder, but excuse me. Wow, the other game was 6 minutes. And this game was 18 minutes on the most boring game. Which is my own blame, obviously. Should have not allowed him to end up in this drawish freaking endgame. Very silly. Here we were. Yeah, I could have done more with that actually. I'm just staying with my pawns and protecting the king. If he pushes any of these pawns, I will take with check. It's no good for him. I guess he has to move his king in. That's probably the way to go. There we go. Found that. Don't know what to do. I'll go there. I don't have time to think too much. Maybe I'll get mated. I don't know. Could step in his king in one more, but then he can barely fit his queen in. If he does that, I can actually just check the king back out because he cannot go there. Think I can go there, no problem. I got low time, so it's very easy for me to blunder. I cannot go there because he will check and then take the pawn, so the pawns are more valuable than anything else right now. Okay, boring but fine. So he's just trying to find something, but it's not really a point. I can check. He could check there, but don't think he's gonna do anything. Oh, he did it. Oh, he did well. Oh, he did that good. Yeah, I lost. Yeah, I found a good trade. Wow, I need to resign that because I don't have time either. See if he wants to rematch because that game was super shit. Because I got down on the clock, that was half the problem. I have to make sure I don't get down on time. If I had more time, I could have probably won. He doesn't want to rematch by the looks of it. Come on. Come on then. Okay, well, this video is pretty long now, so